I have two main issues with Naruto. One is Toei Animation. Just shit that Toei Animation does in most shows they adapt that personally bug me. And then another issue, which I'll get into once I'm done bullshitting about the first bullshit. Toei Animation. Like, for example, One Piece. I absolutely adore One Piece. However, the worst thing about One Piece is the fact that it has to be adapted by Toei Animation. Because Toei Animation likes to get really long-ass fucking shows that they can easily pump out for weeks and weeks and weeks indefinitely because they're fucking 1,000 episodes fucking shonen shit. But they like to adapt shows that they could do really quick and just constantly pump out. And the priorities there is just consistently getting out episodes all the time, and it's not necessarily about quality. They're not about taking breaks so they can make sure that they get really nice episodes. They're about, let's just get this shit out. And let's just adapt shows that we know we can just bank on doing lazy episodes for a billion years. Sometimes they do animation that is really cool and interesting, but most of the time they do animation or pacing that really sucks. Because they just care more about getting 50 episodes out of an arc than they do making it enjoyable for the viewers. Which, on the plus side, a show like One Piece, it probably never would have gotten adapted by another studio because there's just too much of it. So on one hand, Toei Animation allows us to get a lot of shows that are based on manga that is just too fucking long to get a faithful adaptation from anywhere else, but on the other hand, they double the length with so much filler and bullshit that it's nearly unwatchable for a lot of people. And just the way they do things in their animation personally bugs me, even in shows I adore like One Piece. And then my second reason of a thing that bugs me in Naruto is just the second reason is when I got into Naruto, and this is the same issue I have with Attack on Titan, is I got into it and fell in love with Naruto, and I fell in love with Attack on Titan for things that stopped being there later in the show. A lot of the themes and a lot of the things that I fell in love with and wanted to see more of stopped kind of being there. I fell in love with the show, and then the show became a different show. Like, Attack on Titan. When I first watched it, it's like, here's this, pretty cool, gritty survival horror show. But then it kind of changed into where it was about a boy who got superpowers and can turn into a fucking giant and punch the fuck out of other giants. Which, that's cool, and a lot of people enjoyed it and enjoyed the animation, which is fine, but that's not the show I was interested in. I was interested in a depressing show about people slowly getting murdered by titans they couldn't stop. So once it stopped being that show, I stopped liking it. Naruto, a thing I kind of loved is I loved the world, and I loved the kind of limitations of it, It's like, it's like there's this, earlier in the show, there was fights that were won by just a creative fucking kick maneuver in the air, or plugging a dude's fucking handguns with bugs and shit. There was, it was still crazy-ass shonen, but it was more simplistic and less ridiculous than Dragon Ball Z. But slowly it became more and more about Naruto using his magical, fox powers to do crazy Dragon Ball Z level bullshit, which is fine. I know a lot of people that really enjoy how crazy and over the top the fights get, but personally for me,
I love
that
it when the
actually made
fox
it
comes out
less
to play.
interesting and changed it. What was that? Go ahead.
Oh, I said I love it when the fox comes out to play. It's always fun to watch that.
Yeah, I enjoyed when he started doing the Fox shit at first. It's just that, like, it was really cool the first times I saw it. It's just that there was a point, like, early on in Shippuden when I just kind of sat there and I realized that, like, things started bugging me more and more, and I kind of just sat there and realized that this show isn't the show I fell in love with. It's not
That's
like
fair.
it's not like terrible. It's not like it's Fairy Tale where it's just like this is garbage. It's not Sword Art Online where it's like, okay, how the fuck did this become popular? This isn't what I fell in love with anymore.